Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So without wasting too much time, today's video is going to be on edges. I know some of you may be asking, Tatenda, where's your hair? Where's your hair? It's here. It's just sort of tucked away in little corners. Instead of having to undo my corners, I've decided it might be a good idea for us to discuss edges. First, we're going to get into some of the things that can cause your hairline to break, or worst case scenario, tension alopecia. I'm going to insert a picture of what tension alopecia looks like, but pretty much what it is when you pretty much have no hair on your hairline because of tension. This can be due to you pulling out your hairline due to got to be glued, or due to braids, getting excessive braids for a long period of time and the braid are pulling on your hairline and then pulling hairs out, and also just wearing hairstyles that are too tight, ponytails that are too tight, etc. First part, moisturizing. If your edges are not moisturized, if they're not well hydrated, they're gonna break. Hair that's dry and brittle breaks more. We all know this with our normal hair, that if your hair is dry, if it's brittle, it's gonna break more. Try and sometimes when you get time, sort of spritz your edges as much as you spritz your hair. Spritz your edges so that your edges stay moisturized and hydrated and they're healthy and they're happy. One thing that I like to do with my edges is use organic shea butter, since it's quite a thick and very, very nourishing and moisturizing butter. It's really good for your edges, and also you can go in with other things, but we'll discuss that a bit later. So what you want to do is you want to avoid hairstyles that cause tension. I know you guys have heard me say a few times, don't make your puff too tight. It's because of that reason. If you make your hairstyles too tight, your ponytails, even your bantu knots, sometimes I've done bantu knots too tight because I'm trying to stretch my hair out as much as possible, and your bantu knots are too tight, and sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night because I can feel my hairline or the back of my head aching because of the pulling. You don't want to do that. Yes, it's nice to have a stretched out afro, but don't compromise your hairline in the process. Try and make sure that your puff is not too tight, your bantu knots are not too tight, your braids are not too tight. Try and make sure that you do not cause too much tension on your hairline and on your hair, period. If you're causing tension on your hairline, it's going to rip out the hairs because they're so fragile. I don't know whether you've ever experienced this, but I've had moments in time back when I used to get my hair braided by other people and I didn't braid my own hair. I used to have times when the braid would fall out with a bit of my hair or with my entire hair that's connected to it. I know. I don't even want to think about it, but those are things that can sort of happen. Some of us who get our hair professionally done, you need to speak to your braider and tell your braider, listen sis, my hairline needs to be the same today, yesterday and tomorrow. If your braider is not willing to listen to you, then why are you still going to them at the end of the day? So you need to be able to communicate with your braider, and if you braid your own hair, you need to go looser around the edges so it's not too tight. Obviously your hairline is different. Each person will have a different hairline depending on their genetics and stuff, so you can't control how fast or how thick your hair grows, but you can control whether there is actually hair there. Also gels, gels such as Eco Styler gel. I know Eco Styler gel is the one that I actually use, and it has alcohol in it. What I like to do is I like to either put something like shea butter as the base before I begin putting on my Eco Styler gel to gel my edges down and to slay my edges, or you can just be a little bit cautious of it and wash it off as soon as you're done with the night. I never used to wash off my Eco Styler gel until I began to see that I was getting a few pimples around the area and stuff. So now I wash my Eco Styler gel off at night the same way that I wash my face. After I'm done with the day or I'm taking off my makeup, I also go through on my hairline as well and just wash off the Eco Styler gel so it doesn't stay there, because at the end of the day, alcohol dries your hair, and if your hairline is dry, it's going to be more brittle and break more. What I love to use and what I've been using avidly, what I tell everyone to use, is castor oil, especially Jamaican black castor oil. You guys know that that's my go-to, Jamaican black castor oil. Castor oil is amazing for your hairline and just for hair growth in general. It's really, really good. Also, jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is something I've recently gotten into, but I've been loving jojoba oil. And also for my skin, I've been loving jojoba oil for my skin, but let's not get into that. Jojoba oil again is really good for cell regeneration, which means that your hair follicles will be able to regenerate, the dead ones and also those that were dormant. They'll be able to regenerate, creating more hair follicles, thus allowing your hair to grow. And then lastly, I found that massaging your hair, massaging your hairline, or just massaging your hair in general, but especially your hairline, after you've put on your tea tree oil, or you've put on your castor oil, you've put on your jojoba oil, you sort of take some time to massage it into your hairline and to massage it into your hair follicles so that the oils really seep in. But it also promotes blood flow, which helps again with just allowing your cells and your hairline and your hair follicles to just be in a better environment and to grow better. At the end of the day, all of it is for promoting and helping your hairline grow. And then lastly, consistency. Your hairline isn't going to grow overnight the same way that natural hair does not grow overnight. It will take time, and it will take patience, and it will take consistency. But trust me, if you stay consistent, you put in time, and you really put in work, your hairline will grow back, and it will be stronger, and it will continue to be strong, and it will continue to flourish with your hair, with the rest of your hair. While the rest of your hair flourishes, your hairline will continue to flourish too. We don't want dry, damaged hairlines, and we definitely do not want to get tension alopecia. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have learned something about your hairline. I will see you guys next video. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment down below, and put the notification bell on down below so you get a notification every time I post a video. I will see you guys next week. I love you guys so much.